Today we're going to be working on the raised garden bed. This is a special bed that we've put aside for root crops like carrots and radishes, things like that. We have very heavy clay soil, and when it dries, it's as hard as a rock. So we really need to get some organic matter in here to break up this clay so that the roots can penetrate. So what I've got is 2 bags, a couple cubic yards of leaf grow, which is leaf compost, $10, not bad. And the guy at the nursery even gave me a whole box of garlic to plant. He said he couldn't eat it and he didn't want it, so it was a little less than $10. I've also got some peat moss that we purchased mostly for planting blueberries up front, and they require a different pH soil, and the peat moss is going to help us get there without adding too many chemicals. Yeah, what I'm going to end up doing is just taking off the first, 6-10 inches of this soil, running it through the sieve, mixing it with peat moss and leaf grow, popping it back in here. One of the tough things that I found is that my soil is much more clay than I thought it is. I'm having a hard time pushing it through the 1/2-inch hardware cloth, and I'm eventually going to be putting it through 1/4-inch hardware cloth, which is going to be an extreme challenge. I'll probably be out here until dark doing this, but once it's done, I won't have to do it again. Let's get to it. One of the things I did not foresee was that this soil is so clay that when we shake it back and forth in this hardware sieve, this 1/4-inch hardware cloth sieve, what we end up with is these perfectly formed small round clay balls, which if I were in the business of making clay balls, I would automatically go to this method. It's proven, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to get a nice tilth. So I have to push it through automatically with my hands, and we're getting about a handful at a time, so it's going to take a little bit longer than expected, but nothing's free. And I could go to the nursery and buy carts and carts full of Miracle-Gro potting soil, topsoil, whatever, compost, but I don't want to do that. On the left here we have the original soil we started with, and on the right here we have the soil after a full day's supply of vitamin work. So that was a full day's work, a lot more than I intended, but the result is very beautiful. We went from this to this. Our carrots, parsnips, radishes, and beets will really thank us, and we'll really thank this day of work. When we look back, I pretty much touched every grain of soil in this raised bed today. Got to know it well. And thank goodness for these soil conditioners, the leaf grow and the peat moss and the perlite. You know, I knew this was coming all fall long when we first put this raised bed in September. I knew that this day was coming, and I kind of didn't look forward to it because I knew it was going to be so much work, but to have it behind me, boy, I'm really ready for dinner. Thanks for watching.